When we talk about the original types of yoga in Indian tradition, the Bhagavad Gita is really where they are first clearly laid out. The Gita, part of Mahabharata, around the 2nd century BCE, presents 4 main paths for human beings to attain liberation. And each of them are suited for different temperaments. Bhakti Yoga is the part of devotion, surrendering the ego to the divine with love and faith. By divine, it doesn't have to mean a particular god. It simply means letting go of pride and control and opening our hearts to something bigger than ourselves, which could just be nature, spirit, or love. Karma Yoga, the yoga of action, doing our duties fully but without clinging to the results. It is the practice of offering our actions selflessly, which helps us to move beyond what I get and instead cultivate freedom through service. Now, Jnana Yoga is the path of knowledge, the way of inquiry and wisdom. It means discovering who we really are beyond our body and mind, and discovering the self that's unchanging. The ancient Upanishads spoke about this path, but Gita kind of weaves it together for us. Last one is Raja Yoga, the royal path to meditation, by disciplining the mind and senses so they become more steady. While Patanjali's Yoga Sutra systematized it later, the Gita already talks about that. Bhagavad Gita already points to meditation as a path to inner stillness and union. So together these 4, devotion, action, knowledge and meditation, forms the foundation of yoga philosophy. It is showing us that yoga is just not one method but many doorways to attain the same freedom. I hope this makes clear what the true types of yoga are. Modern styles like Vinyasa, Hatha, Iyengar, Restorative are just ways of practicing it, but the true types of yoga are these 4: Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Raja Yoga. And they are the original paths of yoga.